Hi, and welcome to another video. I hope you are having a fantastic day. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency, but we're also going to mention Bitcoin as we go. During this video, if I talk about Bitcoin, I'm also referring to cryptocurrency and vice versa. I'm going to use the two terms interchangeably. And so we're going to look at buy low and sell high and some Warren Buffett quotes. Because a lot of people in cryptocurrency, they buy and sell emotionally, and sometimes they're buying when it's high and selling when it's low and losing money, and that's not what you want to do. So let's look at how to handle this in a better way. Before we go on, I need to let you know that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion. I am not smarter than you. You are smarter than you realize. Do not trust what I say. Do your own research. So, Warren Buffett has said in the past, this is a quote of his, "We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy only when others are fearful." So said in another way, when everybody else is greedy and you see the price of a coin going up and people are all excited and they're elated because such and such a coin or such and such a stock is going to the moon, that's when Warren Buffett says you need to be afraid and get ready to sell. And when others are fearful, like right now, today is October 6, 2019. Bitcoin has taken some significant drops. It's gone from $10,000 down to $7,900. The last time I checked, we were right around $8,000. I mean, like $8,079, $8,050, $7,950. It was floating right at that $8,000 price level. And so a lot of people are fearful because of the price, but Warren Buffett says that's your opportunity to be greedy, because you want to buy while the price is low, and when the price has gone down, people get in fear. So this is something called a Wall Street cheat sheet. If you want to look it up, you can find it at wallstreetcheatsheet.com. And this arrow here, this part of the chart, this axis of the chart is time, and this axis of the chart is price. And as the price goes up, you can see how people's emotions change. They go from disbelief, hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. And as the price it goes up and up and up, and it starts getting close to this peak, people get really excited. When Bitcoin last hit $20,000, people were euphoric and were thinking that, hey, this is just going to go on forever. And they were pumping at the $20,000 price level, at the $17,000 and $15,000 price. People were pumping in lots and lots of money. They were buying lots and lots of cryptocurrency. And then when it fell and started falling to where it hit its low on December of 2018, it hit a low of $3,200. People went from euphoria to complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, and depression, and got into kind of a phase of disbelief. And so you can see that right here in the pricing charts. This is when Bitcoin hit its all-time high of $20,000 back in December of 2017. And as it took this steep rise from right here, it was running at about right in the $300 price range, 300 and something dollar price range right here. And it rose all the way to $20,000. That's a huge increase. That's a significant increase. As it was approaching this, people got into a state of euphoria and expected it to just keep going up and up and up and never come back down. Well, eventually it does come back down. And so as people's excitement got higher and higher during this peak period into here, that was the time to actually start thinking about selling and taking profit. Now, where we're at today, you can see that down here in December of 2018, just before, this is about January 2019, right in here, Bitcoin hit a low of 3,200. And if you look at the charts for Bitcoin over an annual basis, you'll see that every single year it hits a higher low. In other words, back here, Bitcoin was trading for 28 cents. And once it got up into this range, it never hit 28 cents again. So that low of that year has never been retested. It's never gone back down to that point. This low here is somewhere around $1.60, and Bitcoin never returned once it went past that and started hitting new lows. You can see here it was at $32 in 2014, and it never returned to that low again. And then up in here it's at $105, and it came close, but it didn't actually get down to that $105 mark. And then it started climbing again. And then right here, it's at, $600, $325, somewhere in that ballpark. And then it got to $1,000. And then in here, it's getting to $4,000. And right here, it peaks at $20,000. Now, it dropped down from there, back down to this $3,200 low. But when you look at the lows for each year, it doesn't repeat that low for that particular year, which is, it just expresses the strength that Bitcoin has shown over the years. And why, in terms of a long-term hold, it's actually gone up in price. I mean, if you had bought it back here and you were owning it here, $1,000 would be worth in the millions. Anyway, the big point I want you to get out of this, even if you're buying it today and it's at 8,000 something dollars, the thing that you want to get from this is to not be too quick to sell. Think in terms of holding on to your Bitcoin for a 3-year period or longer, so that you can ensure that you receive a profit, so that you ensure that you receive some income from your investment. Don't think of Bitcoin as a short-term investment, and don't let these dips shake you out of the market, because they have for many, many other people. People got scared and sold it off. As they saw it dropping, they started getting into denial, panic, and anger, and sold off their coins, where if they had just continued to hold on to them, they would have made some money. In fact, that goes to the next quote I want to share with you from Warren Buffett, and that is, Warren Buffett says his favorite holding period is forever. I heard another analyst say that he was sharing with other people, and he said the best investor is a dead investor. His point is that a dead investor doesn't sell his assets. He holds on to the assets, and his ancestors are the ones that benefit from it increasing in value. And so when it comes to Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, take a long-term view of it, not a short-term view, because in the short term, you're more likely to lose money. But if you're looking at it from a long-term perspective, you're more likely to make money. Anyway, how can I be of service to you? If you have any questions, if you want to communicate with me privately, there's a form down below that you can fill out a Google form, and that Google form will communicate, and we can communicate back and forth privately. Or if you want to leave a comment that's it's in the public forum, you can comment on the video below. And in the meantime, like, subscribe, and HODL. Click on the bell to receive immediate notifications. And I hope you have a fantastic day.